everybody. I have begun to stream, and I wanted to say special thank you to my friend for because I originally wasn't going to. I was going to reschedule the stream because um I was like, well, people are having their holidays and there's nobody really watching. But this one goes out to the people that are having a peaceful Christmas this year. People that don't have a very strong support system, a very strong familial support system. So, additionally, I wanted to say, um, if you feel safe and confident, feel free to drop your name in the chat, and I will add your name onto the jar, as I will be intentioning it for positive energy for the New Year's and for the remainder of what's left of December. Alrighty, let's see. Alright. Oh my gosh, they gave me the Have a Jolly Holly Christmas. Or I think I said it ups, upside down. Alright. In a wonderful brand new year. Alright. A time to give rather than take. Very fitting for the holidays. So, yeah. Okay. The energy so far talks a lot about self love, self appreciation, commitment to the self, um, loving your own company, which actually does tie to what I was thanking my friend for. Hold on. Alright. Yeah. Confidence is key to your success. Alright, so a lot of this collective may actually be planning things for the New Year's. Ooh, some of you guys could have something involving cinematography, or I'm hearing kind of like a project, like that you do like in university type thing, where to like graduate, the practice, is that it? Because that's how it's called in Spanish, and I speak both Spanish and English. Alrighty. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. What else, Spirit? This could also be about spending Christmas together with a partner, or spending New Year's with a partner. Oh, it's so cute. Maybe you want to spend New Year's with it. Alright. So some of you guys could actually be struggling to make a specific project concrete, and you're stressing out about, like, you know how people are like, oh, but I'm running out of time because I'm this amount of years old, and the vibes are basically like, take a step back, chill out, you're not running out of time, okay? Like, personally, um I am 27 going for 28, and I am going to basically make my projects more prevalent, more known. So, if I could do that at 28 or 27 turning 28, what's stopping anybody from doing that? You could even be 40 years old or 50 or 60. It's honestly never too late, as long as you're still, you know, as long as you're still motivated and inspired and here. Like, sorry. I didn't want to make it morbid because it's Christmas. Okay. Um, a personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, so maybe you guys have been having a tough time because it is the Christmas time, and some families are conservative, some families just don't see eye to eye. Um, Sometimes there's like familial history, and this is your confirmation that maybe currently you are going through just peace in your home, peace in the people that you have. Maybe you're hanging around found family instead of hanging around your, actual blood related family, because I have a belief that anyone can be a part of your family as long as it's people that are very supportive and kind and love you in ways where you love you in ways where it's very needed at the time, type thing. All right, there we go. Give me 1 second. Oh my gosh. Okay, some of you guys could be being very nonchalant right now because I literally just heard I'm so nonchalant. I'm so nonchalant. So maybe some of you guys have a person on the like, on your mind, and you're like, I'm gonna act as nonchalant as I possibly can, and deep down you're like, I am so chalant, actually. That happens. Um, my recommendation for that is be yourself. Oh my god, not me getting be bold and make the first move. So I mean, if this is about, oh my gosh, if this is about proposing during Christmas or during the New Year's, this is so cute, and this is your confirmation. Like, if you're gonna propose, or like maybe you need to stop acting so nonchalant and let yourself, be chalant about, like, show the person in your mind how much you care, and obviously, use discernment and uh, do your own intuitive exercises with my reading. But I would recommend being chalant and showing that person, because if it's a healthy partner that genuinely wants the best for you and cares about you, they will understand and they will actually reciprocate your energy and chalantness. So yeah, for my Mr. Chalants or Mrs. or non-gender specific chalants, because we don't discriminate here. I am gender fluid, and I am currently using he him pronouns. Oh, I forgot. Wait, do I have they them pronouns in the thing? I forgot. No, I don't. I don't think. I think. Oh no, it's in the description. I mean, I can go by they them pronouns too. It doesn't matter. I would prefer he him though, cause I'm a little guy. I am quite literally a little guy, cause I am 148 and significantly smaller than everyone I know. So thank you. I don't know who I'm thinking, but um, it's time to release negativity. Okay, yeah, for some of you guys, okay, I'm so locked in right now, actually, and I love this for you guys. Okay, some of you guys, you could be a Scorpio, you don't have to be, but you are meeting somebody and you think that you have to be nonchalant about things, you think that you have to be cold, detached. You don't have to be, but really, honestly, I feel like this person would very much appreciate your chalantness, like what makes you be more you. And I'm also getting the sense of like if you are gonna get engaged or you are making plans for engagement or marriage, um I would plan first and have like a concrete type of strategy before doing anything. Because this is all giving safety and coziness. You could also be a Cancer. You could also be. Well, I'm not getting Pisces, but just water signs in general because a lot of watery energy overall in the cards. And um I'm actually gonna get the tarot cards. Wait, where's my tarot cards? Hold on 1 second. Gotta go get my tarot cards. Hey yo. Alright, there we go. Found them. They're right there. Alrighty. I'm gonna get my tarot cards. I should have cleared my desk before pulling, but I was kind of stressing about time a little bit. Oh my gosh, no! Not the Five of Pentacles, guys! I'm sorry. Some of you guys may be a little bit struggling on the financial aspect of things. I'm so sorry. Or maybe you could be feeling kind of hopeless about a certain situation, and although in contrast with the vibes, I'm more so like do take whatever resonates, but I'm more so feeling that like you are concerned about the financial stability to be able to pull this off. And I feel like yeah, you're so sad, bro. You have the sun card. Like hello. And the Four of Wands, bro. Listen. You could be a Leo. You don't have to be. Alright, what else? Yeah. I feel like if you don't have the support from family members, and if you don't have the support from people that you would usually lean on to this year, because life can change very rapidly for everybody, I feel like this is saying, like, lean more into your found family, which is what I was saying in the beginning with, like, just the oracle cards. Lean more into family. Lean more with your friendships. Maybe you're going out to a party. Maybe there's a Christmas party ongoing right now, and you are finding out that you can indeed reach stability when it comes to like viewing friends as your family. Um, hold on, confirmation. Wait, let me. I'm curious. What did I just get texted? Hold on. Somebody texted me on my phone. Oh my god, it's my mom. So for some of you guys, you could be spending Christmas with your mother. Um, you could be spending Christmas with your mom, or you could be spending Christmas away from your mom because I am currently away from family and I'm not complaining. Genuinely. I am not complaining. This is the most peaceful time I've ever experienced. This is the most peaceful Christmas I've ever experienced. And it doesn't feel Christmassy because I feel like what makes Christmas be Christmas is like all the cheer and the joy and like hanging out with family. Um, so it doesn't feel as Christmassy, but it definitely does feel peaceful, I'm gonna say. And also, if you're thinking about making your own meal for yourself and you're like, well, I just kind of don't like I don't have like I don't want to like waste on all this food. Um make yourself some leftovers. Make yourself some or make people in the community that don't have that much. You could make them like little boxes and give them out to people so that they can like eat, you know? And you could also um contact like, family members that also don't spend that much. Like this is for like all the scapegoats and all the people that all the cycle breakers, that have been basically just this year being different and being more at peace, being more to yourself, you know? All right, hold on. I love that. Righty. Queen of Cups upright and a Nine of Wands upright. So that to me means like you've been very resilient, especially this year. You've been very focused on healing. You've been very especially like the whole topic of like scapegoating and like cycle breaking. Like you've been very resilient cuz there's here's the thing people don't realize. Um you can find peace in the same environment, but it is harder. I will say it is hard. It is hard. It's not easy. Especially because uh, depending on what the environment is. But honestly, like it is something that is possible depending on where you're at, how you look at it, and what you want to achieve in that sense. All right, there we go. This feels like such a soft little message. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Oracle because they just nudge me again for Oracle. I love my Moonology deck. I will never get rid of you. They will never make me hate you, Moonology. Or my Starseed deck. I don't approve of the Starseed ideology because it's eugenics and no. But I do believe in the concept of other civilizations and other lives being outside of us because it would be incredibly creepy and also incredibly just whack to assume that we're the only species in this entire cosmic universe. For some of you guys might be interested in like uh sea creatures. You guys might be really interested in like galactic stuff, things to do with space, things to do with like there's specific. Oh my god. Iron Lung is coming through because they just showed me like the freaking layout of the submarine. So either there might be something significant with Iron Lung, or you might be interested in Iron Lung. Also, please do keep in mind that my readings are timeless, even if I mentioned specific time stamps and stuff like that. Um, it'll also resonate depending on what you're doing or where you're at energetically speaking. But right now I feel like it's a time to chill out kinda, like like downtime and being like I imagine your spirit guides like you're having all of these ideas and your spirit guides like are like, "Okay, grandpa. Okay. Like slow down and let's do everything at one step at a time, little baby steps." Cuz I do feel like the holidays are for cuz winter in general is a season for like resting. There's a reason why so many animals during this, season change and everything. Like they migrate and they hibernate and just prepare for, everything. Well, I mean, that's fall kind of, but then when the winter comes, they like rest and get ready for the spring. I'm definitely getting the sense that there's like a lot of new things because for some people 2026 is year 1. For me it's year 10. Um which basically condenses into one, but usually means like new things, new brands. Maybe there's going to be like a brand of some kind, something or something significant during Easter actually. That's what's coming through because I saw a bunny, like a white bunny. Alrighty. Let's see what else. What else do you have, Spirit, that you want to... Oh, a time for healing. See, what did I say? It's a time to sit with yourself and heal and reflect and basically ask like, you already know what you want and what you don't want. So now that you know what you don't want, what is it that you're gonna do to get what you do want? Because I don't know about y'all, but 2025 taught me a lot. And honestly, I'm grateful. I can say I'm fully grateful for the situations that transpired in 2025. I was actually discussing this with a friend of mine um over the span of this couple days. I'm grateful that this transpired because it gave me new perspectives and it actually helped me reconnect with them because I was like, man, you went through that and I went through that and now I understand how you feel and goddamn. Um so maybe this is also about like understanding another person's perspective. Like maybe you have a clearer view on what it is that transpired, how it transpired, and like basically like epiphanies having such like I'm hearing serendipity, like it's something very serendipitous, or it was something very serendipitous, kind of like a blindfold being taken off of your eyes, because they are showing me like the two of swords, and that's okay, Sometimes we think we know things, but we don't be knowing, and that's fine because it do be like that sometimes. That's all I have to say about it. Do be like that. Wait, wait. I'm curious. What do be like that sometimes? Hold on. I'm still pulling with Oracle, by the way. Oh shit. All right. No, I ain't reading that much cards, dog. Respectfully, like put them back in the deck. Hold on, I'm reshuffling. They gave me like half of the Oracle deck, and I'm like, nah, bro. Like, give me like 3 cards ish or so. Oh, they're giving me like Blues Clues, and oh my gosh, fireworks. So also, sorry if you hear fireworks in the distance. I do not like fireworks. I am autistic, and loud noises. But I am very happy, and I am also very giddy. I also feel this sense of nervousness, and I'm not sure why, but it is what it is. It doobie dooba. So let's see what else. Have faith in your dreams. So you guys have been getting dreams and you have been getting guided in what it is that you. Oh my god. Okay, back to the thing that I was talking about. Like I don't know if I think it was earlier where I was talking like you guys have like your own little place in the dream state where you kind of go to, and I'm not gonna lie, some of you might actually meet there with your guides. Like you have conversations there with your guides, and you're like, hey, like maybe even if you don't remember it when you wake up, because when we don't remember our dreams, I think it's because we're not really meant to know what exactly went down. And then when we do remember our dreams, it's because it was a message. But that's me personally. You could have an entirely different viewpoint, and that would totally be fine. But yeah, something significant to lavender. might be significant, like the lavender plant. Maybe you should start making lavender milk. I love lavender milk. Oh my god. And also, actually, if you work with the DD Hypnos, this would be very, very good for you because I love making lavender milk for Hypnos. For like dreams and like just dreaming well in general, and I should actually be doing that because I've been going to sleep at a very whack time. Like my sleeping schedule is messed up, and you know what? That's okay, cause it ain't spring yet, and I can relax, and I can afford to be lazy. Ah, shit. Actually, some of you guys, uh, in this collective, you might actually struggle with PCOS. Um, and you have to avoid dairy specifically, or use a different type of dairy. Actually, oh, hello. Okay, okay, I see you. Okay. Sorry. You could like oat milk. Oat milk. Oat milk. Ah. Show the world the real you. Okay, yeah. So, this has a lot to do, especially with Aquarius, because Aquariuses are very, because this card says full moon in Aquarius. Aquariuses are very extroverted, very, I don't care what you think of me. I'm just gonna do me, and I'm gonna be me. And I'm just gonna express myself as eccentrically as I need to, unapologetically. I feel like you need to start embodying that, like, a lot. You know, like, you need to not be afraid, not in the sense where you're being fake or anything like that. I'm not picking that up. It's more of like not being afraid of what people think of you because at the end of the day, who is that person? Like, and we really have to watch out where it is that the criticism that we take to heart is coming from. Like when somebody says like, "Oh, you're fat and you're ugly." Like, and then like the person, like, not to say like people, because I don't believe people are ugly. I believe that everybody has their own qualities that are unique to them, and that while one person may not find that very appealing, the other person, another person or a different person might actually appreciate that, might actually treasure it. So, unless like it's like a weird caricature, like you're purposely trying to make something look ugly, then I mean that would be an exception. But I feel like actually, if you guys tend to like over because it's like less is more, I just heard. So maybe you guys could put on makeup to feel prettier because you don't feel pretty about your circumstances. So you're like, I'm gonna make myself look pretty, and I'm gonna put on some makeup, and I'm gonna put on some fake lashes and fake nails, and that's absolutely fine. More power to you because I feel like if you want to look pretty, you should. Don't let anybody stop you. But I also feel like sometimes you also need to embrace your inner beauty, like who you are as a person and what you bring to the table, instead of worrying so much about physical. And because, like, you never know. I've met a lot of people throughout my lifetime where the people that you least expect sometimes will shock you with how it's like that one rhetoric where like you'll see somebody coming out like all tattooed with like a metal head, and like their hair is all messed up, and you're thinking like, oh, this person, they must be like a mess, and then um you actually get to know them, and you're like, wait, you're actually goated. Wait, I think I said that yesterday or earlier today. I think I said that. Oh my god. But yeah, no. Like it's that kind of thing. Like don't judge a book by its cover type of thing, you know? Or maybe like you're the type of person that people have judged you by how you look. Maybe you have an RVF, maybe you have a significant distinct physical quality that makes people be like oh, that person must be bad news or something like you know what? I love tropes like that in writing, so maybe you could be interested in writing something related to that. Um, the energy is gaining momentum and look at the bigger picture. Yeah, you guys are being asked to take a step back and look at things more objectively rather than looking at things from a because sometimes our view is skewed, you know. Sometimes, especially sometimes by society and peer pressure and the people around us could be, you know, unintentionally doing that based on their own experiences and what they've gone through personally. I definitely had a situation like that happening to me where it was like um where it was like I kind of had to come to conclusions that people will do what they think it's best for them because it's something that worked for them at the time with the tools and information that they had. But now, uh, for somebody that is different with different needs and different ways of viewing the world, or just in general, different outcomes, it's not going to work for them in the way that it worked for that person because that person is dealing with absolutely different circumstances and different people than the other person. Alrighty. I think that's what it means by looking at like zooming out and looking at things from an objective perspective, you know? Especially like if you're spiritual and you tend to look at things very spiritually, trust, been there, done that, and I still kind of fall into that pattern, and I appreciate all the people around me, you know, that are like, hey, yeah, let's look at this mundanely. Uh, you could also be working with Lucifer actually, because I got the star in my mind's eye, and then I got Lucifer, so that might be confirmation for somebody. But um, Lucifer always tells me mundane before magic, like before you look at things from a spiritual because not gonna lie, if you don't do that you can kind of slip into spiritual psychosis, which is a very real thing and it's very dangerous, and I would like for people to be safe, you know, like like please. It's not a good experience, okay, but and I'm laughing not because it's not a serious topic but because I got my ass handed to me for it, so I think I'm allowed to laugh at myself. I think there is a certain level of healthy in laughing at your own shortcomings because you're not taking it instead of being harsh on yourself over things that you could not control, and instead of being harsh at the other person is more like you're like, well, this happened to me at my expense, so I'm going to laugh at myself, you know? For I think that's fine. Um Now, if you're laughing at other people's expense and they don't agree with that you're laughing at their expense, that's a problem because you should never be laughing at other people's expense if they explicitly told you that they don't like that sort of thing. I don't think, yeah. What do you need to release? So, you're being asked to let go of a certain um like what's the word I'm looking for? Because I heard it, but now I don't have it. Like it's right at the tip of my tongue. Hold on. Narrative. Yeah. Because and especially because as humans, we do tend to kind of go into the well, this situation hurt me a lot. Especially because our first instinct as humans is to go for self-preservation, right? So, and also, when we're in the middle of the storm, we don't see things clearly. But when the clouds clear up, we start seeing things a lot more clearly. And I think that's something that Spirit would like for you to kind of assess within yourself. And also, feel free to, like, reminder, I will be reminding every so often. Feel free to drop your name, even in the comments, like, after the fact, if you find my video and you would like for me to put, like, your name in the abundance jar. Feel free to do that. I'd be more than happy to. And help you out a little. Alrighty. Let's see. Your dreams need a practical plan with full moon in Taurus. Oh, 1 second, hold on. I'm getting called. Give me 1 second. Hello, sorry about that. I got called because since I'm spending time by myself today and my family is all out, somebody was asked to bring me food from, like, their place, which I'm very appreciative for. So I'm sorry that I kind of left it in a cliffhanger, but it was really funny. Anyway. But yeah, your dreams need a practical plan. So, this is what I mean with, like, the plotting and planning, right? Especially if you're, like, thinking of things that you want to do for your New Year's resolution, things that you want to do for, like, your own stability, your own prosperity. Uh, Sorry, I was cooking. I was cooking because I was, like, they were talking to me and I was just thinking about the messages that I was. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, you're definitely gonna be told some stuff in your dreams. Like, you're gonna be nudged and you're gonna be shown bit by bit what it is that you need to do. Or you could also have somebody around you, actually could be an earth sign, that has a lot of vivid dreams and they're kind of like putting two and two together type thing, you know? Which is good. We love to see it. Work through your fears with new moon in Scorpio. Like, with what is it that you need to release and work through your fears? What is it that is stopping you from achieving that version of yourself that you want to see for the New Year's? What is it that is stopping you from seeing things clearly, with full moon in Scorpio? All right. Do 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 do. Oh my. Some of you guys may be eating McDonald's right now. Honestly, felt. I wish I could. Wait, I can do that. What the fuck? Oh, but I can't do that now because it's 11. Oh, that sucks. I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm It's like, wait, I can order food. I have money. They left me money. So maybe you guys have a little bit of money on your account, or you're receiving money, or maybe you're finding money in the street, like laying out, maybe, 20 bucks laying out in the street, 10 bucks. Heck, even just coins. Although I will say, um, it is bad tradition in my country to pick up coins from the ground because it is said that the luck from that person is transferred onto you. So I would be very careful if you do pick up. But again, it's just a superstition. But then again, I am a very superstitious person. All right. By the way, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy New Year's, because I don't know if I'm gonna be so completely real, I don't know if I'm gonna be making a New Year's live stream, because, um, on New Year's, people are so loud, because it's such an important celebration here, that I don't want for, like, the thing to be, like, very, very loud. And also because New Year's is kind of something that you spend with like loved ones and friends and stuff like that. So I'm gonna see what can be cooked up during that time. Alrighty. Oh, also little info dump. I got a new phone. My mom bought me a new phone, and it's minty green. And honestly, I think minty green is pretty. I don't really like green. Like, it's not my favorite color, especially like uh green screen green. I hate green screen green. Um, but I think minty green is pretty. It's cute. I love it. It's one of my favorite colors. And maybe you guys have also something minty green. That's foul. Some of you guys may like what do you call this? Uh Mint chocolate. So you guys may like. I don't like it because it tastes like toothpaste. And I know that it's not toothpaste, and I know that it's just that toothpaste tastes minty, but brain association, okay? Leave me alone. All right. That's for somebody that I know. Anyways, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so giddy. Love to see it. I love to see it, and I love the vibes. Alright. You are good enough. So please always remind yourself that even though it is a hard time currently, it don't mean that you're alone, and you have people around you that care about you and love you, and your hard work is paying off. So, if you have been working really hard, maybe you're a retail worker and it's the holidays, and you've absolutely been hauling to get, like, a promotion, or just in general working really hard because it's like the holidays, and like retail workers and customer service, like, you have my respect, because that is tedious, and I feel like you should give yourself more breathing room, and you should also give yourself more grace when it comes to, like, um all the work that you do, because we do live in a system that is very notorious for being like, well, you could be doing better, or you could be working harder to get that raise, and it's like, yeah, you could, but do you want to? Like, are you able to afford to do that? Do you have the energy levels, you know? Like, be easy on yourself. Like, you're still allowed to have, oh my god, you're still allowed to have expectations of yourself without being hard on yourself. for not meeting those expectations. Like you can still approach it from a very oh my god, the sass that I bro. Okay, I'm gonna need guys to chill out for a little bit and not give me that much sass, okay? Like, please, I'm the messenger. I'm the middleman. Don't shoot me. Thank you. All right. Okay. What else? Bring love into fucking love when this happens. I was thinking about this card. Also Aquarius, so double Aquarius. So you could be double Aquarius. You could have double Aquarius in your chart. You could be an Aquarius moon. You could be an Aquarius. Um, but with bring love into the situation, like I know it's easy to hear love yourself, and than it is to put it into practice. But as somebody that used to be so like hell bent on being like back then, like when I was like maybe 19 to 20, I think. I used to be like, why would I love myself if like I have people that love me? And I hate myself. And um like I was feisty for that, and for what? Like why was I so feisty? Like, bro, hello? Literally, what was I losing by loving myself? Like like a conversation I was having with my partner, cuz I worry sometimes that I'm gonna like love myself and people will see that and take that as cockiness or narcissism, and then self-worship is narcissism, self-love is healthy. Like um so like, and not saying that as something bad, but it's just like as somebody that has been a like victim by multiple people on that spectrum, it kind of it's a fear that I have. And maybe you have also the same fear. Like, what if me loving myself translates as me being self-centered, or like showing signs of that. Um, and you don't you don't have to be afraid. And I think that's what ties into the whole be authentic, be yourself unapologetically thing that I was talking about. Like, because if another person looks at you and goes, "Oh, well, I perceive that as you being stuck up. I perceive that as you being self-centered or narcissistic." Um, that's their own perception of what they think is actually going on. Like, you cannot. Oh my god, okay, please listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. You cannot convince another person that is dead set on viewing you in a specific light to view you in a different light when they're not even interested in listening to what you have to say or what you have going on as a person. And that is not your fault, because we can't control how other people perceive us. We literally cannot control the way people see us, the way people think about us. All we can do is control ourselves, the actions that we take, the steps that we make to be a better person, um, and how to manage that. That's and it sucks, I know, especially when it's somebody that you really care about or cared about at one point. Which is funny because I was talking about that before getting into this fucking live stream. But I'm not gonna give details on that. I'm just gonna say, like, talking about it, and you cannot even if you do care about the person, and it sucks and it hurts, especially if it's like a mom, like a mother figure. Um, it sucks. You all you can do is continue living your life and letting people assume things about you and letting people be wrong about you, you know? Cuz like I feel like sometimes people are like ooh clocked and then bro is like not even close to clocking in. Like I've had moments like that personally where I thought something was going on that wasn't actually going on because as psychic as somebody, oh my god, so much fireworks. Holy shit. As psychic as somebody might be, they're still not completely exempted from being wrong, you know? Oh my god. Why are people throwing fireworks? It's not even fucking New Year's! Oh my gosh, that's so funny actually. Well, hopefully it stops soon because I do not like fireworks very much. Actually, it is illegal to do this. It has been proclaimed illegal. Especially in my area, so that kind of sucks, but that's funny as shit. um, the answers you need are coming. Okay, so there might be a specific situation where you are wanting clarity on something, and you're gonna get that clarity. You know, like you're gonna get answers. Maybe it's something related to do with a mother figure. Maybe your mom could be a a Gemini. Maybe your mom could be an Aquarius. Maybe you could also be a Libra. Take however it resonates, you know? Okay, they stopped throwing the really loud fireworks. I'm pretty sure it was something that could be heard on my live stream. And it's gonna be so funny when I watch back on this, because I watch over my live streams once, just to make sure everything was clear, like audio-wise and everything. Okay, but yeah. Believe in the impossible. Okay, so maybe pertaining to a certain situation, you feel like it's hopeless. You know, maybe it has something to do with. Because it could be anybody. It could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be a family member. And you feel like certain things are kind of hopeless. But, like, okay, yeah, because they just told me, like, nothing is yet set in stone. Like, there are certain things that. Oh, they keep saying that. Stop being so cryptic about it. Oh my god. Me when I'm a medium and I sass my own spirit team because they're being. God damn it. Stop being so cryptic about it. I want to know. Hold on. Alright. So. Ooh, for some of you guys, it could be pertaining something that happened to you. Like, regarding a romantic partner and you're finally, like, getting closure about it. Not specific, but, like, you could be a Libra, you could be a Gemini, you could be an Aquarius. Cause they showed me that scale twice, bro. I've seen that scale throughout this reading. Freaking, wouldn't be surprised if I throw my cards and I get the Justice card with how much scale imagery I've seen so far. But it is what it is, and it'll be what it has to be. Actually, yeah, I'm putting out the intention right now as we speak. You know. Oh, also reminder. I also have the energy work going on. Um, so if anyone feels called to give, like, you don't even have to give like your full name, like your full legal name. You could literally just give your initials, and I'll be more than happy to place your name on the jar. Your name, and if you want your date of birth, but it's not necessary really. I just need a tag log, basically. All right. Meditate and contemplate with new moon in Pisces. So, yeah, Piscean energy. where you kind of need to figure out your options a little bit. Oh my god. Can you guys still hear the fireworks? Yes! You can still hear the fireworks. I see my volume thingy going up and down. It's so funny. I love that. Oh my god. Bro, okay. You know what? Maybe it's gonna be. Oh my god. Maybe it's gonna be something surprising for you guys, or it's gonna be like that epiphany. You know, like when anime characters have sudden realizations and they do like the thingy. I don't know how to describe it. Like the little jolt of light. That type of thing where you're like, oh, oh my god, and you're like, yeah, that kind of thing. Especially with the serendipity, it's gonna be something so serendipitous, so sudden. We're just gonna be like, I'm not gonna lie. Some of you guys could even have some of you guys could even be like, you witches, you witch, you witch. Oh my, oh my god, you witch, or like with your spirit team, where it's like you knew about this and you didn't tell me, and this happened because this and this happened, and maybe that's why I'm so giddy. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. That's funny. Alright. Um, nothing. Yeah! Oh my god, remember how I said nothing is yet set in stone? Oh my god, like earlier? Yeah. Nothing is yet set in stone. Luck is on your side with New Moon in Sagittarius. Nothing will come out of this situation. See? Oh my gosh. Okay, like it's nothing bad. It's not a bad surprise. You could hate surprises because personally I did not like surprises, but if you're open to certain things, especially with serendipity, especially because the best things come when we least expect them. Like it's kind of like that one thing where it's like you're manifesting something you really want, and then it just kind of like hits you, and you're like, yeah. Like that one Spider-Man meme, like Spider-Man pointing at one another. That might be significant for somebody. It might be connecting some dots. But yeah, I just heard that's my fucking location. Oh my god. Oh my god, please don't dox anybody, guys. Jesus. Um, have faith in your dream. The energy is gaining momentum. Um, alright. Yeah. Have faith in your dreams. They said that last time. So, like, trust the inner guidance that you're getting from your spirit team right now. Because they be cooking. And they be cooking some. Did somebody's GPS broke? Or something? Because they keep highlighting a GPS. Or, like something in their car. And their GPS malfunction. And, okay, that's really. I'm sorry. Like, it's not funny because you like obviously you lose your sense of navigation, but like the idea that's like I specifically picked up on the GPS of somebody breaking is really funny. Okay. I have the most broken humor and take time to breathe out. Okay, yeah. For some of you guys, you may be freaking out because, like I said, you don't like surprises. And you're kind of like in this what's gonna happen. Like what's gonna happen, and your spirit team is like, bro, chill. Your spirit team is just telling you to calm down. Okay. You could work with Hecate. You don't have to. You could also work with the Morrigan I just heard. Um, a specific deity connected to lavender because I am not seeing the specifics, but I am seeing lavender. I know that Apollo's is like hyacinth. But this is not about hyacinth. This is like lavender. So maybe a god that is associated with sleeping and nighttime might be significant for you. Maybe you work with them. Maybe you're. Oh, Nyx. Nyx. I know she likes like lavender. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi, Nyx. We love to see it. We love a queen. Okay. All right. Absolutely. All right. Communication is key. Surrender to the divine. Yeah. Um. Again, divinely guided, divinely orchestrated. Um. So heck. Oh heck. Okay. I don't know if I will repeat myself again just in case. But I said like I kept hearing like I want to sit back and relax, and all of a sudden I hear this agitating, grating voice. So I love when they give me TikTok specifically. Sorry, not sure why it disconnected there for a second, but we are back. We are so back. Probably because of the fucking fireworks that people are spamming, and it hit one of the power lines for a little bit or something like that. Last time we had that happen before, and it was really awful, and it made all the power go out. And I was hoping that it wouldn't happen this time because I was having my live, and then I was freaking out about that happening. Oh my gosh! It made me think of like the song Blackout, where it goes like I forgot where it's from, but it's a musical that from like the one that goes it's called Blackout, and it's like all right, that might be significant for somebody. Maybe your city is experiencing blackouts currently. All right, hold your vision. I feel also that they told me to focus. They told me to focus because I was saying something very important. Okay. Alrighty. Anyways, what? Um, a personal issue reaches resolution with full moon in Cancer. So, again, this might be about a family. Maybe there's gonna be some important conversation that you have with a family member. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a lover. It could very well be like family, especially with the whole December thing. It could be, I don't know, maybe you guys are in cahoots with somebody that you love. And they're telling me that this is divinely guided and you don't have to worry about anything other than that there will be an amicable solution and nothing bad will come out of the situation, and to just chill out and like I'm getting specifically like rest because you need to rest because um I don't know who needs to hear this, but I recently learned that there's a lot of things that can cause for BPD to flare up, and one of those things, which is rich coming from me considering that I haven't really had the best sleeping schedule, but we're not gonna talk about that. Also, it's 12/12, so maybe your birthday is on the 12th. Your birthday could be on the 21st of this month. Oh shit! I just had a realization. Sorry. I freaking. Okay, hold on. All right. But yeah. If you've been having any personal disputes with somebody or you're in cahoots with somebody, there might be the potential for there to be clarity regarding that situation. Or like maybe you're gonna be shown withhold your vision. I'm seeing also like being shown why things transpired in the way that they transpired, so that it can give you some peace of mind, some clarity. Could be shown in your dreams, not necessarily. Could also be shown to you uh, by just circumstances happening, like life happening, you know? Alright. Is there anything else? Oh, wait, actually, I want to shuffle with the Starseed deck because I felt like grabbing it at some point and then I forgot, but now I remembered because they poked my head and they were like, hey, hey, by the way, um, alright. Gee, baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So for a lot of you guys, intuitively, you've been getting certain downloads, certain things regarding a situation. But also, take small baby steps. Like, like the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. Like, you can't just expect sudden results. It's because like yeah, we're good at manifesting, and yes, we're good at the magic and the momentum and the energy necessary for certain things, but also consider that your physical body also has to catch up to everything that you're manifesting and everything that you're doing. Your physical space has to adapt because the thing is, energetically, it's like you already have it because the spirit world is different than Earth. But in Earth, it takes a lot because you can't just manifest a Chevrolet in your garage. You feel? Like you can believe that you can absolutely get the Chevrolet and nobody's stopping you. But there's certain things that have to happen first. Like you need, first of all, you need to make sure that you have the space for the Chevrolet. You need to make sure that you have the right equipment for the Chevrolet. The freaking instructions on how to care for that Chevrolet, you know? So, oh my god, why do you guys want a Chevrolet? Is that it? What the fuck? I don't I don't know where this is coming from because I don't like cars. I'm not a car person, but you might be. But like, bro, Chevrolet of every single brand. Okay, sorry, I'm more of a Mercedes Benz type of person, car person, because they look pretty. That's literally the only reason I want a Mercedes Benz for. It looks comfy and it looks pretty. Okay, hold on. All right, so we got baby steps. Nah, y'all need to stop being so harsh on yourselves. Stop it right now. I'm gonna manifest behind you. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm not trying to be like scary. I promise. I was trying to be motivated, and then I remembered that some people find that really unnerving, and I'm sorry. Okay, alright. Surrender to the sweetness. Okay, so remember how I said like surrender to the divine? And not gonna lie, a lot of times the divine, like we have our own plans that we want to carry out, and I know it's gonna sound tough for some people because some people are more autonomous, and they want to be their own boss as you should, but sometimes there are certain things that we do want that we don't get for specific reasons. And sometimes it's about timing and about circumstances and about the people around us or certain, um, how would you say that? Oppositions, certain energies outside of us that are not beneficial, and are actively um weighing us down. Because I don't want to say sabotaging, because what is meant for you will be meant for you, period. You know? What is meant for you will be meant for you, and something that you're truly meant to have will never be sabotaged. Like it'll either be there'll either be reparations for it, There will either be like a whole 360, or I don't know. That's just kind of what I feel. So if that applies to you, take it, because that's what I'm getting. That's what I be channeling. Uh, uh, they're showing me a Oscar. Ay, se me cayó la carta. Hold on, I spoke Spanish for a second because my card fell. Okay, alrighty. Let me see. No, my card fell and I don't even know where it went. Hold on, I have to turn on my light. BRB. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that. I got a new Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Oh my god, remember that I got hold your vision earlier? Holy shit, that's insane. I love the synchronicities in this reading. That is incredible. I love it. Um, so yeah, maybe you are very invested into this specific outcome, and you are being guided to trust your intuition before it makes sense. And also, I'm not gonna lie, be careful who you tell your business to, because, and I'm not just saying that spiritually because evil eye and all that woo woo stuff, I'm saying like, wait, all that woo woo stuff is crazy. But I'm saying like, be careful who you tell your business to, especially when it comes to something that you really, really want, because there's people that don't have our best interests at heart. That, or not even that they don't have our best interests. Sometimes they will just tell you what it is that worked for them, and that may not necessarily really work for you, because I kind of want to like steer away from, because you know how in spirituality people are always like, oh, it's evil eye, and your neighbor is evil, and he's actually uh a reincarnation of whatever, and he's out to hunt you. Like, I'm not gonna perpetuate that, okay? Like, um oh, 12:21 actually in the clock right now. That's so cool. We love to see it. We love to see it. Also 111 at some point. But yeah, cuz I'm seeing the timer. It is 1:13 long for me, but all right. So, Venus energy, pleasure of joy, make love to life. So, I feel like the divine is kind of getting you in the space where you have to properly love yourself first and properly give yourself the things that you need to be able to have this at its full splendor, because it's not like you um think about it like making a bicycle. Are you gonna grab the bicycle seat and just go, yeah, I'm gonna just ride this without anything else? And then what's gonna end up happening is you're so foul. You're so foul for that. What's gonna happen is you're gonna get on that bike and you're gonna crash. Okay. Wait. Sorry. That didn't have to be as funny as it was, but it was. But yeah. Um, so I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about it because, oh my god, okay. Oh, okay, hold on. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. I thought I was about to have a laugh attack, but no, we're fine. Um, ooh, actually, I just thought about something because whenever I get very giddy and excited and laugh like that, it's because Loki might be around a little bit. If not, he's influencing the reading for sure. Alright. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. See? Oh my god. See, okay. I wish these are the times where I wish I could have a legit camera so you guys could see me shuffle live um and see the cards popping out or falling and me showing it, as I'm picking them up because this is insane. I'm talking about questioning everything, anything on the line must go. So what in your life is currently not serving you? And you know what? Sometimes we think that that specific thing that we want is the thing that is helping us, and we're so absorbed in that specific thing that we don't see how much it's hurting us rather than actually helping us. Like rather than actually healing. Um uh, yeah, rather than actually healing us, it's actually take say for example, maybe you have a friend around you that it's kind of an enabler, and instead of saying like hey, take a step back from this situation, hey, maybe we should do this and this instead of going about it in this way, um that might be an issue, and I'm not saying like cut this person off specifically, but definitely reassess the way in which you interact and what you tell to this person. That's something very clear. All right. All right. Oh my god, the booklet just fell. Well, it's the booklet. I can pick it up later. What else, Spirit? Messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay. Alright, so, again, you might have a guide reach out to you. Oh, you might have a guide reach out to you about the situation. You might have, like, a dream about this situation. You might be getting dreams regarding the situation. And if you're watching this and you're resonating with everything, because obviously, like as I always say, take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt. You're free to question everything, especially formulate your own opinions and discernment based on what you are learning throughout my reading. Um, but yeah, you are definitely getting some kind of guidance from a spirit guide. Oh my god, I'm. Oh my god, that's foul actually. Cause recently I got like a ways to know how your guide or your guardian angel is sick of your shit, you know? And they just flashed that on me and I was like, "Oh god." And that didn't like personally resonate for me because it's not something that I felt or was resonating to me, but I definitely felt like it was something that like maybe other people would benefit from knowing. And one of the things that it said was like you're continuously living the same situations over and over and over again, but like different. And it's because they're trying to show you something and they're trying to get you to reassess things that I'm not gonna lie, sometimes we are the drama, you know? Sometimes we are the drama. And it's hard, especially because if you're like committing to a healing journey, and have a lot of wisdom, you think like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm so back, and then you find out certain things, and it's like, okay, well, I guess I was not so back actually. Um, man, that okay, bro, the great suffering. Oh shit, yeah. Anger, conflict, and softening to love. Okay, actually, I want to point out something. So, um, with the Venus energy and like oh Aphrodite might be significant or like literally the goddess Venus from the Roman pantheon. Like yeah, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led, big picture thinking. Oh my god, I cannot make this up. I literally got look at the bigger picture, and now I'm getting big picture thinking. Visionary, inspired ideas. The Great Severing, activated Earth. Power lane, ley lines, trust where you're being led, trust where you're being guided, okay? Because you are being guided. And I feel like this has a lot to do with like, um, how like it says softening to love and like make love to life with the Venus card. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna actually go get this card because I want to see the. Okay, so lifting the veil. Where is it? Because I reshuffled and I lost it. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Okay, oh my god. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry, I was making weird noises because I was stimming while I was getting the fucking card. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So, do you sometimes get yourself in a position where you are like, well, universe, I want this thing, and I want this thing, and I'm gonna get this thing because I want this thing, and you're like, and the universe is looking at you like, yes, you can get that thing, but I'm gonna need you to calm down. Oh my god, I was talking about that in another reading, a separate reading, a different reading. Um, again, it's a jolly, jolly Christmas. It's a wonderful time of year is coming through. All right. Um, yeah, y'all need to sometimes y'all need to let things just be and go with the flow and stop trying to control the outcome. I'm not gonna lie. And that comes from trauma and not feeling in control during childhood situations, but you have to realize that there's a lot at play that we don't know of, you know? There's a lot of things going down that we don't fully understand and we don't truly fully see in the way that our spirit team does unless you're like a medium and you're like really advanced in that. But even then, even I don't know what certain I'm side eyeing my spirit guides right now because um even I don't know what they're cooking up, and that's because if they would have told me a specific thing or a specific outcome would have worked in a specific way, then I would have 100% sabotaged that, wanting for the specific thing to happen. So sometimes what they'll do is that they'll give me completely inaccurate information for me to go on that path and then get me on what it is that I need to do, which is really funny. It's tragic when it's something serious because I do be going through it. But you know, sometimes we need to learn. Sometimes we need to kind of be like, "Hey, I was wrong." You know? Like I don't I did not have all the facts. I did not have all the information. Um so yeah, I feel like this is something that may be relevant and may resonate with some of you or for some of you. Um basically put yourselves in a position where you're open to being wrong instead of it's kind of like okay, well, if I if the way I'm doing things isn't necessarily aligned, prove me wrong. Show me what it is that I need. Okay, and this goes to my spirit team also, okay? Like, alright. Did somebody do like freaking energy work on me? Cause like I feel that. I feel it in my room. Oh my god. Somebody like not like negative. I feel like positive energy in my room right now. Okay, that's cool. It might have been my own energy, but it could also be somebody gave me a hand. Um, thank you. So, all right. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. It could also be hold on. Is it Aphrodite because I was mentioning you? Yeah. Yeah, I was mentioning you earlier. Alrighty. Hello, Aphrodite. Remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Alright, like it's like that one saying that goes, you can pave the path and pave the way and make the plans, but inevitably if those plans long term are gonna cause you harm rather than good, then it's in Spanish, but it's like uno propone y Dios dispone, where it's you make the plans, but divinity is like, oh, whoops, sorry, I forgot my keys. Sorry, I eated it. You know, so do be patient with yourself at this time, right? Because what you think is beneficial for you may not actually be the thing that is beneficial for you and your growth. And it's okay because it happens, sometimes we think that this specific thing or outcome or person is good for us when in reality could be an entire different thing. Maybe like there's things that you don't know about that certain person. Things that like are being very very kept hidden type thing, you know, and then like okay, wait. I need to confirm something actually. Oh my god, my throat. Jesus. Whew. Hello? No, you're not doing that. We're not doing that. Goodbye. Alright. Nothing to worry about. Alright, so. Jesus. Okay, hold on. Actually, a little break, actually. I'm gonna go get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. Sorry about that. I kind of after I muted, I kind of had like a coughing fit, which was really weird. Um, so I decided to cleanse my room very well after after this. Um, and also because I kind of freaked out a little bit because it felt like something was grabbing my throat. Um, and that is not a good sensation to experience. I don't like that. I don't like to be put on a chokehold. Thank you. Um, and also, fuck off. Anyways, sorry. Sometimes you do be needing to tell certain things to fuck off because it do be the only way that you learn. Um, it do be how it do be, you know. All right. Anyways, let's see what else. That was a little bit. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay, yeah. So, there is a lot, especially. Okay, actually, I want to talk about this topic real quick because nowadays it's like AI is so modernized that there are people out there like talking to AI or um thinking that they're actually talking to a specific deity when they're actually not really. So I would consider being very careful with what you're engaging in and always vet. It's very important to vet. Um Actually, let me do that. Hold on. Let me do that because ain't no way I'm giving that advice and not vetting if that was in fact Aphrodite. Hold on. Even numbers are yes, odd numbers are no. So let's. Was that Aphrodite? Judgment. I would take that as a yes. Alright. Best of two, just to make sure. Just to ensure. Just because of the nature of the Four of Wands, yeah. 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 It would be the Four of Wands. Okay. Alright, we're good. That was Aphrodite, indeed. Also, I'm hearing make it jingle, make it jingle, make it jingle, make it jingle. So I don't know if that's significant for somebody out there that works with Aphrodite, but that's really funny. Um, make it jingle, make it jingle, make it jingle. All right. King of Swords. Actually, like let's look into that what just happened. What was that about? Two of Swords. They mistook my kindness for weakness. I fucked up, I know that, but Jesus! Oh my god! Oh my god! Some of you guys. I'm sorry. Some of you guys could have. Judgment again, bro. Okay. So to a sword judgment. Some of you guys could have called somebody out and they fucking hated that. Or I could have called someone out and they fucking hated that. Well, too bad. Too bad, because if you weren't afraid of people talking about what you did, you wouldn't have done it, sweetheart. Respectfully. Actually, disrespectfully. I'm gonna give myself permission to have that sass and not worry about it, okay? The star. See? Oh my god. The hangman. Okay, that's crazy actually. Bro. Okay, and the chariot. All right. So we got the Two of Swords, Judgment, Hangman, Star, and the Chariot, which usually means like conflict. And I'm not gonna lie, wait, in the Rider Waite, isn't the trumpets like sounding like that's the meaning of Judgment, like Judgment Day? Like that's what it's supposed to mean. But yeah, yeah, there was judgment in this specific situation, this specific thing, this specific energy or whatever conflict. Uh, there was judgment cast upon this, and it's being resolved, and you are moving forward, and you're healing. That's all you need to know, like regarding that. All right, and that's all I need to know, also because that was funny though. I I love when that happens. Like they'll be like, "Oh nope, nope." Okay, all right. Let me reshuffle, please. Let's get back on track. The five of swords. So somebody feels defeated. Somebody feels because like five of swords is like winning at all costs, but then like realizing that did I really win type thing? Did I really win? Um, I would be careful though of not listening to people around you, like I was saying earlier in the like obviously it's different when it's somebody that is grounded or it's somebody that is partial and gives you really good advice. Um, Queen of Cups might be significant, but it's different than somebody projecting their own situations onto you. Like that's an entirely different situation and it's very scary because even if the person has good intentions, situations are different, you know? And people are different. You are different. So, if you listen to the wrong advice, it could actually cause you stagnation. And also, like, yeah, like a situation where there are no winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I posted something about winner, winner, chicken dinner the other day. I don't know. I just think it's funny. Like winner, winner, chicken dinner. Like what if I like fish? You know, like what if I just fish, fish, granted wish. Fish, fish, granted wish. So maybe, oh my gosh, with the star card, maybe you made a wish, or like put out the intention to the universe. You're like, I really want this. Oh my, that's so cute. Wait, 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 wait. You know what they just gave me? Also, almost 144, 143 in my timestamp. That number might actually be significant. 144 is actually my divine number, and I love it. Because it's a confirmation, like, oh, you're on the right track, or just confirmation in general because it's a very specific number and it's a number that it's like a passcode for me. So maybe that's one thing that you should have. Like you should have a passcode for certain things that you get in readings where it's like, okay, well, if this person says this specific thing, then I know that it's meant for me type thing. Um or the inverse, where it's like, if this person says this specific trigger word, then I know that this is who I need to look out for. Because that is a very real thing, and I have a trigger word. I have a trigger word, and thankfully, nobody in my life has said that uh that word. Not that I like. Wait, have they? Nah, they haven't. I would have known because I would have been like, holy shit, actually. But yeah, um. Oh my gosh, it's December 21st. It's Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Wait, I just realized. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh my god. I'm so dingus. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. 1 second. But yeah, maybe having a trigger word is a. Oh my god, not a safe word. Hello? Okay. That will resonate to whoever it has to resonate, but I'm not touching that territory respectfully, okay? Respectfully. Um, Six of Wands. So there's definitely. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of seems like you're being recognized for something, or you're being kind of seen for who you are, type thing, or like with authentically being authentic, standing in your truth, not being afraid of standing on business, type thing. All right. Yeah. Be careful with people that don't truly, because it's really hard to spot somebody that has doesn't have your best interest at heart. Um, when we look up to somebody so much, where it's like, well, they're my friend, so I want to make sure that they're comfortable, and I want to make sure they um that they're happy, but sometimes in keeping that person happy, we are sabotaging ourselves and what we're going for. All right. Oh my god, again with the make it jingle. Please. Please make it stop. Please. I got you. Alrighty. The sun. Okay, yeah. So this person might be a Leo. This person or a fire sign. It doesn't have to be though. It could also be an Aries. We do. It's kind of like don't take advice from somebody that you wouldn't switch lives with, type thing, because well, like okay, there are exceptions and there are nuances, such as like people who can't really control the environment where they're in, or people that um have the knowledge but aren't necessarily very concise in the knowledge that they're sharing. But I would say ultimately trust where you're headed. You trust your gut, trust your intuition, because anxiety screams, intuition whispers, especially with like the high priestess. Yeah. You guys are okay. Maybe that's my fucking indicator card. Okay. Yeah. There could be like okay, hold on. Let me look more into this. I'm curious. I am. Yeah, justice. Okay. All right. So, this could be pertaining to somebody that you thought had your best interests at heart, but turned out to be somebody completely different, and you're being told that you're gonna get justice for that, or you're currently getting justice for that. Um, the Page of Swords. Okay, alright. Let's go back to Oracle, just to make sure. If not, then this could mean like an actual court case. I've been picking up on a court case where you're gonna be successful. I mean, don't take that um to heart. Always take it with a grain of salt. But I'm not specifically seeing like a bad outcome. But you're definitely going to prevail, and especially if it's something where you have evidence, like a lot of evidence, like because that's the thing is nowadays we have to kind of have a solid ground and proof to and also be more discerning. Oh my god, it's picking up on a freaking TikTok case that I was looking at the other day. I was looking at and also interacting with it. That's why a lot of my Blue Sky tweets are in Spanish. Hello? Oh, it's a firework. Okay. That scared me. I was like, is that a shot or is that a firework? Okay. But okay, yeah. You guys need to be more discerning. Um Look at things from an objective way, like is there evidence to that argument that you're presenting? Is there are there what is the basis in which this is coming from and who is it coming from, and does that person hold your best interest at heart, because as oh my god, I highly relate to this right now. um because sometimes we will misjudge harshly, like we will misjudge the wrong person harshly, and we will place the right person through the worst. And unfortunately, it is something that I experience, and it is something that I cost onto somebody, that being my friend, my best friend. And I have been incredibly apologetic, and I have since learned from that, which is why things like discernment and honestly common sense, and this is me roasting myself, common sense are very important because especially when you've been knowing somebody and you know their mannerisms and you get to know them, and it's just like, well, if you've known this person for such a long time, why would you question this person over this other person that may or may not be good or not for you? So if it helps, it helps. If it fits, I sits. All right. Oh my gosh. All right. That's crazy. Me, when I alchemize my trauma into things that are helpful for other people. Can you imagine? Anyways, yeah, a time to give rather than take. So this could be giving to yourself. Look more within. You could be a Virgo, you don't have to be. Um, Maybe this is about giving an opinion, instead of taking an opinion. Maybe this is about talking, being objective to somebody, being I feel like some of you guys are the kinds of people that when when you have to say it like it is, you say it like it is, but you have to reach a certain point to be like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with the situation. I have to speak my mind. That's the kind of energy type thing. um, all right. Confidence is key to your success. So new moon in Leo. So you could be a Leo or you could be a Virgo. The two or neither, and you could just resonate with like it could be the energies of this person. Take it however it resonates for you and apply it to your situation. But um have confidence, and speak your mind, speak what it is that you have in your mind and how you feel about a certain situation. All right. Prosperity lies ahead with new moon in Taurus, and emotions are running high. So I feel like there's happy times ahead. I'm not gonna lie, like there's silly, funny, happy times ahead. Um, don't be afraid to communicate things from a place, because there we have this belief where we think that, especially like myself, I used to freak out because I've had so many bad experiences in communicating my emotions and my feelings to people that it kind of became unsafe for me to like even engage in something that my brain perceives as an argument, because it's like, oh, no, you're 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 going after me, like. And um there's a difference between healthy confrontation and fiery like explosive confrontation. And it's perfectly okay for you to set boundaries and be like, if you continue to treat me in this specific way, we're not talking. We're not um engaging in conversation until I am spoken to in a fair way. Because nobody deserves to be exploded on. Maybe that's what the card is saying, like emotions are running high and you're being asked to take the initiative and speak your truth. Speak what it is that is on your mind, and maybe you are seeing an issue arising. Maybe you are seeing things that are transpiring that you aren't quite liking, and you're just, the more you let it simmer, the worse it's going to be for your mental health and your emotional well being. And nobody deserves to sit in this energy, you know? And if the other person takes that and decides to go with, like, uh, decides to, like, blow up on you because you tried to talk, because you tried to um point things out in behaviors that you were not aligned with, instead of talking to you in an amicable manner and talking to you from a place of love, that is not on you. That is not on you, and it's most likely the other person projecting. It's most likely the other person who doesn't have the tools, doesn't have the emotional intelligence to comprehend that you're not really trying to start an argument and you're not really trying to make things worse. You're just trying to talk and be understood. And if people blow up on you for that, that is never okay. Because everybody deserves to feel safe in their environments, and everybody deserves to feel as if though the other person is understanding them without things having to lead to that point. And this is not necessarily to villainize the other party or anything, because we are all human, right? Um, but also to see where the problem is, because that is an issue. Because certain things have to be addressed if amicable and good connections are meant to be had. Alrighty, thank you, Spirit. That was that. Actually, I popped off, like, for real. Cause I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I watch my own readings, because I'll forget what I read, and oh my god, I'll forget. I'll forget. Hold your vision. Okay, so definitely. Okay, let me finish my sentence first. Okay, so I'll forget about stuff, and then I'll watch my own reading, and that reading is the exact thing that I needed to hear for that specific time. But yeah, with Hold Your Vision, I am taking in this specific time, I am taking it as if though, like, you are seeing things correctly. Like, you are not wrong for being the one to speak up about this thing that you're seeing, this dysfunction. It could be a family member, or it could be somebody you consider family. It could be a partner or a best friend or romantic interest. Or it could also be a situation, a job related thing, you know? You are seeing things correctly and you're being asked to hold your boundaries firm, keep your beliefs the way that you have them, and can I get some advice regarding this actually? I wonder whose storyline I'm tapping into right now because this sounds like specific ish, kind of. Believe in the impossible. Okay. And the answers you need are coming. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. Alrighty. So, maybe this is about like, well, I mean, we are nearing the year, so this is about like a New Year's resolution that you want to get done, and then somebody else thinks differently than you, and there's like this clash in goals and viewpoints. Um, I'm not saying cut people off because everybody knows what their specific situation. Sometimes cutting people off is necessary depending on how harmful it is for our emotional and mental state. But that is a decision that is up to you to decide. Like, that is not something that somebody else can decide for you, you know? Um, that is something that you have to come to terms with, come to conclusions. That is something that you have to discern for yourself. You could be a Capricorn, you could be a Gemini. You don't have to be. Um, alrighty. With Blue Moon, what it makes me think of is that one song that goes. Wait, hold on, let me look it up. I have it on my Spotify. Give me 1 second. Oh my god! Those freaking fireworks are going insane. Alrighty, hold on. Blue Moon. By who is it? Oh my god, are you serious? Frank Sinatra sings Blue Moon? I had no idea. I know of Frank Sinatra because of My Way. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, so the lyrics are you saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue Moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I could care for. And then suddenly appeared before me, the only one in my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And then I looked to the moon, it turned to gold. I'm no longer alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. And then there suddenly appeared before me. Okay, so it's like a repetition of the other chorus. Okay. Aw, that's cute. That's really cute. This might actually resonate with somebody because Believe in the Impossible had the card Blue Moon, and then I heard the lyrics in my like in my head, and I just 111 on the timestamp. That's so cute. That's so cute. Okay. Oh. So maybe this could be about somebody that was there for you when like you most needed it, you know? Somebody that um stood by you when you had nobody else, or maybe somebody, you know, like I don't know. It could resonate and we could see what else, but I'll stay a little bit longer cuz it's already been 2 hours and I'm not going to do more than 2 hours, but that's really cute. I love that. Wait. Wait, I have a question. Oh my god. Hello? Why does that card Loki? Okay, sorry. I was looking at something in a Discord because I have a like a Discord thing and that card specifically looks a lot like Santa Muerte. So, um, I should probably exit out of my Discord actually. But, um, some of you guys may work with Santa Muerte. You don't have to, but that's coming through. Maybe she's helping you out in something, in some very specific thing, alright? Ooh, it's mystery. Believe in the impossible. Alright. Alright, is there anything else? Any closing thingy? Hello, where? Oh my gosh, I made such a mess. This is exactly why they were roasting me in the way where I read my cards. Because why did I mix one of each in my freaking desk? Okay, hold on. Where where did I put my Lightseer deck? Where did I throw that to? Bro. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Okay, we're gonna get a couple cards from the Lightseer, and I'm gonna head off, guys, because it was nice, but I kind of want to do other things too, because, um, it is the New Year. Well, no, it's not the New Year's. It is Christmas. I'm excited. I want to play things, go to events, in games, and stuff like that. Maybe you also want to do that. Props to you if you do that. Okay. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Oh my god. Wait, did I tell y'all? Like, I heard, like, the Aphrodite, can you guide me? Tell me what she wants to hear, like, from, like, Epic the Musical. Some of you guys could be asking Aphrodite for advice or for, like, some kind of interference. And she's like, I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Okay. Um, Surrender. Holding the opposites, extremes of life, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Alright. So, trust that you are protected throughout this entire situation. You have absolutely nothing to worry about. Because, as somebody that was incredibly stubborn about trusting divinity and trusting divine timing, I can tell you that is a load of bull, and you are just scaring yourself and doing a disservice to yourself, because there is absolutely nothing you need to worry. Like, it's kind of reminded me of, like, there's a specific card, and I forgot what deck it's from, but they're giving it to me right now. If you knew you were protected and guided, what would you do? Like, if you knew that no matter what would happen, no matter what transpired, what would you do? You know? So I feel like your spirit team has your back. I feel like you're protected throughout this situation. I feel like this is something that you can trust, you can lean onto, you can surrender to. There's a lot of emphasis on the protection part of this thing, whatever it is. It could be a person, a place, or thing. Reminder that my readings are intuitive exercises where you are more than welcome to practice your own intuitive exercises. Also, the Hierophant is significant, and I consider the Hierophant to be God, like source. Because there are specific cards that depict them that way. Not even. It could literally also be like spirit guides. So it's like more emphasis on the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. All right, so you are safe. You are safe to express yourself. As long as it doesn't harm anybody, as long as it's not something that is perpetuating any kind of like hate speech or, you know, nefarious things, you are safe and protected, and you have nothing to worry about. I hope that this brings clarity. I hope that this gives you peace, and I hope, because that's what my readings are meant for. even when it comes to specific, like, negative situations, it's meant to provide clarity rather than fear. Alrighty. It was fun, and I'm so glad for those that tuned in, for those that stayed in the conversation, and those that still wish to have their names written on the jar and added onto the jar. You're more than welcome, and I will place you all in a piece of paper and I'll put you in there. Um, I should say the jar has things that are, like, for example, honey, cinnamon, sugar, ingredients that are benevolent in nature, and maybe some cayenne just to spice things up a little bit, you know. But yeah, alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you later. Bye bye.